Hello, my name is Rab. Welcome to my new video about void missions. Today I'm going to do a mobile defense mission. I'm not going with Mag Prime. I'll go with Volt. And I'm not going to change my weapons. I'll go with the Synapse as my primary, Twin Vipers as my secondary. The both are corrosive damage. I always play with corrosive damage into void missions. Sometimes I change my secondary to blast damage, but this time I'll go with corrosive damage. My melee will be the Obex, and my death machine rifle is also corrosive damage. Now it's fully upgraded, so it's going to be useful. Okay, this is in solo. Tower 3, no, mobile defense, exactly. I like to play with these weapons, the Twin Vipers. It consumes a little ammo, but it's a good choice as a secondary weapon. If you have any troubles, use the ammo mutation. Or even the team refiller, as you wish. Any of the two are useful to refill ammo. I had to do this or it was going to destroy my sentinel. I forgot that before I entered the ice. It's very annoying, this trap, because even if you crouch, your sentinel will be exposed to the laser, so it destroys your sentinel. I didn't bring ammo mutation, so this is the only thing annoying in this weapon. Is if you don't use ammo mutation, you have to refill very often, because I didn't farm these weapons yet, so the damage it's an average damage. So to deal with Tower 3 enemies, I waste a little ammo to take them down, so it's still effective, but without anything to keep ammo at large, it's very annoying. You have to refill your ammo constantly. Okay, I have to refill again. I shouldn't bring the ammo mutation. That's why I like to use the ammo mutation, is because you can't continue to play. The game always drop ammo, even that the ammo isn't for your weapons, it always drop ammo. And without it, I'm forced to stop many times. I'm gonna use this because I took I took a great beating on my health at first because of that heavy. I like the new damage because now they go down more easily, but the game is less forgiving. For instance, the heavy was over here, and I with the snaps I didn't have range for him. I exposed myself and pressed fire, but my beam didn't reach him, and that mistake cost me half of my health. So I think the new hotfix is good to change the game, make the game a little more challenge in this stage. One thing that I think lots of people that play this for a time, the game forgives lots of mistakes, and I think the devs are changing that to be how should I say, it's not that the game it's more hard, but at some points you make mistakes, you die. There's no question about it, and I think that is a good thing, because people always take things like they granted. So I was remembering something, because some friend of mine said about the video that I made of Nix in the defense, and he said, "Wow, why don't you upload the video where you didn't have died 3 times?" Yeah, and I say to him, because that's not the point. I can make a video where I do a mission without dying, But the point is, if you are showing something, the mistakes are more important than a perfect run, because sometimes there are things that, how should I say it, we only prepare for them if we pass for that specific situation. And yeah, I think even the mistakes help us understand what we are dealing. So this is not about if I make a perfect run or not. If that was the point, I didn't make the videos in the first place. And it's sad that most of the time when I read something in the forums, people only rely in 2 or 3 frames or 2 or 3 weapons, and I think they don't even try to play with other things. So of course I also have my favorite frame, that is Volt, but I like to play with all frames. Maybe I have a hard time with some frames, but it's still very possible to do things like just as we do with other. But I'm not going to refill more ammo. I'm going to use my primary because I don't want to lose any more time. I made a bad choice in my setup. I didn't change. I was playing normal missions in online with other players, so ammo wasn't an issue. But now playing alone, I have to kill all, so now it's a bit... That is the main difference. That is the main difference with playing with specific setup alone or online. Okay. Okay, I'm not going to lose any more time. I'm going to give a boost to Synapse because things are going to heat up. I like the revamp they made to Volt. Volt now is a very viable frame for end content, especially survival against Grenier. At some point, this ability, it's not because of the damage, it's because of the stunt. The stunt gives you more than enough time to take heavies down, so... Oh, I didn't see the boogeyman. Oh. Snaps just destroy everything. There's there's no weapon in the game that beats Synapse now. A Synapse well configured doesn't give a chance to any other weapon in the game. The other day I was playing with some friends. We were in a survival well past the hour, and the Synapse still effective. This weapon is a blast, but the point is, if you play with this weapon in normal missions without removing some mods, it removes all the challenge from the game, or the little challenge. This afternoon I play a survival, but I removed all the mods from the Synapse, and the weapon was still effective. At least the first 10-15 minutes. After that, of course, without mods, even with a high critical, made me waste too many ammo to take them down. So, but it's a very good weapon. I like this weapon. One of the few clan weapons that I like is this one, the Flux rifle. Oh, I didn't. This already ended. I was distracted. I didn't saw that the timer already ended. I have the sound of the game very low, so I didn't saw that. I was finding weird that, well, where are the enemies? So I don't have speed because I have speed in the other config. This one is using corrupted mods, so the speed ability is useless, because with minus duration, with minus half duration, is useful. It's a waste of a mod slot, because you activate the ability and it finishes right away. So I only have, in this config, I only have the damage abilities of Volt because of the buffed damage. In my C config I have only the duration abilities without the damaging ones. The only damage that I have is the first, because it still stuns. So even using narrow-minded and overextended, you still can use the first ability because it still stuns. The only difference is doesn't do almost any damage. It's just like the Vauban Tesla. If you use narrow-minded, it still does damage, but very little. To be honest, the fact that I was with Synapse, it helped very to do this mission alone with Volt. But Synapse helps almost any frame, so I didn't want to change because it was I was leveling the weapon. I made some changes and I was playing in normal missions, so I decided to do this mission with the Synapse, but it's a very very good choice. Well, thanks for watching. Until the next video, see you around.